What are you doing? Future shit.
Hello and welcome to the latest OSW playlist with your boy Jay Hunter. Bit of a swerve this time. I'm actually taking a back seat, metaphorically and literally I guess, to Mr. OOC who reviews Terminator 6. Now before we get started, just want to say later this month in June 2020 we'll get 2 OSW episodes on the YouTube page. We have OSW 90, which is Sunday Night Slam, the pre-show of a Mountain Dew KFC Gold Honey Mustard Barbecue persuasion, and OSW 91, which is SummerSlam 94, Taker versus Taker, Heart versus Heart, Steve versus Steve. Right, so Terminator 6, how did this come about? Before the last recording session, Mr. OSC says, can I review this? I'm like, fuck yeah, you can. Actually, I haven't seen the film at the time of recording. I've since seen it. My thoughts on it are, there's a lot of CGI in it. So much CGI. Just make a CGI film like Resident Evil Degeneration or Damnation or Vendetta. Yeah, there we go. 3 Resident Evil films CGI for you. Okay, and there's so many quick cuts in the action sequences that it's like it's trying to hide it because they didn't book it very well, or it looks a bit dodgy, and so it's a bit like watching Raw. Alright, enough from, going from a review that's like a rump steak to the fillet steak. Here's Mr. OOC reviewing Terminator 6.
I'm reliable, I'm a very good listener, and I'm extremely funny.
Can we just cover Dark Fate now? I want to talk about that.
Steve, tell me about Terminator 6?
Yes.
Dark Fate. Can you preface this? What do you think Terminator 1?
Amazing, obviously.
Terminator 2?
Even better.
Terminator 3?
Good.
Even with the glasses, what's on the funny glasses?
Yeah, and talk to the hand.
Yeah,
talks to the hand. Even with that.
4 is
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Miserable piece of shit.
Oh, and they spoil the film in the opening scene, and you have to wait an hour for them to... Yeah, I know, it's fucking Cyberdyne.
But hey, at least John Connor isn't the heel in that movie.
John, please! I absolutely will not stop ever until Skynet rules this world.
Rule this.
Sujin Wasis.
Okay. One of the best opening 20 minutes of any movie ever.
Yes. Excellent opening 20 minutes that says
so
fuck you to 1 and 2. Yeah.
And fell off a cliff. I think people hated so much, including me, because they turned John Connor heel. And turned him into a bit of an asshole, not even a cool heel.
Which they revealed in the trailer, which I didn't watch before watching it.
Oh.
And
Still hated it, yeah.
And then just to rub salt in the wounds, in canon, they pretty much undo the events of Terminator 1, right?
It's too confusing.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
The film, it's like, okay, you have references and stuff, and that's fun at the start of the film, but if you're an hour and 20 minutes into the film, and you're still making references to the other films, it's like, you've got nothing for yourself. What are you going to do? Nothing. Is what
Hello,
you're gonna do.
episode 9.
And so that brings us to Terminator Dark Fate.
We changed the future. Saved 3 billion lives. You're welcome.
I was hyped about this movie. I've been
no good reason.
I know, I've been hurt before. But I said I just love fucking... I don't love fucking Terminator. I love Terminator. I just love the world
Yes.
of Terminator.
So what happens? What's the plot of this?
Okay, so the plot is kind of a reboot, kind of
Soft reboot.
a soft little...
It's a rejiggering.
smidgen- Yes, of Terminator 1 and 2. It's basically those two
that's
movies kind of a mashup. And thrown in a bit of... It's like... It reminds me of The Force Awakens in some ways, and how it's trying to please the fans, trying to bring back some of the old characters, similar action scenes. Good Terminator, bad Terminator. Oh, there's a human in it. Cyber or whatever. The young girl. She's like superhuman. So they're adding in a few elements. The nice looking girl, the Grace.
Who?
Oh, is that her name? Grace?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea. I watched this movie and I didn't know her fucking name.
Grace. My name is Grace.
So it all kicks off and the usual Terminator open, and then people come in. And
Is there nips? Is there bums?
there's a bum.
Okay.
She arrives in, much like Kyle Reese did back in the first one. Bad Terminator arrives in, much like Arnold did in the first one. Bit of fighting, bit of running. New bad Terminator has, you know the way we were complaining before, Terminator 3, she's worse than the T-1000?
Yeah. It's a sexy Terminator. It's the son's Terminator.
This is, I think, the most deadly Terminator, the new Terminator.
He's cool. His powers and what he can do are very cool.
Which is?
He has a Terminator base, so he's like made of metal.
It's a metic polyalloy.
It may also be that. And basically then his like outer layers are like the John Connor bot from Genesis. He's like nanobot, change form and change shape, and he can become separate, and so then you've two Terminators chasing you.
But are they like half size, 3 foot Terminators?
No, they are full size. They're both still very, very dangerous, but he's less powerful. So he's at his most powerful when he's like joined up, but he does have the option to morph and have two.
Like Station in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yes! Oh my god.
How's his big arse?
Plus, you got an excellently huge Martian butt. You're a machine too?
No, I'm human like you.
But your arm.
I'm augmented.
She's a superhuman from the future.
She's
She's not.
Grace, is it?
Not Grace. This is Grace. And she's come back in time to protect the main female character. I can't remember
Sarah
her name.
Connor?
No. The female character, we'll call her Rosa.
Okay.
I think that may actually be her
I
name.
think it could be.
I think
Anyway,
it
yeah,
may be.
yeah. Bad Terminator comes along to try and kill her.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's about as basic as a Terminator story can be. Where it gets interesting, they're chasing Grace with Rosa, and her brother are trying to get away from the bad Terminator, who kills the brother. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
That's like a heel move.
Yeah, straight off
good,
the bat.
yeah.
Grace is like, oh shit, we need to get you away from here. He was in a crash. The bad Terminator was in a crash. He's coming back. And he does come back and he separates, I think. Yeah, he does separate at this point. So we've got essentially a John Connor Terminator over here and an Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator over here. That's pretty terrifying. Who comes along in the truck? It's only Sarah Connor.
Hey.
And she's still got it. Fucking Linda Hamilton is still fucking awesome. And she blows away. She blows away the
Bad Terminator?
the T-100 Terminator, we call it T-101, I can't remember. And then she drops a bomb on the other one. They get away. And then the rest of the movie is a bit of chasey cat and mouse. But turns out that Sarah Connor has been hunting Terminators for a number of years and killed 3 already.
Oh, good for her.
So it's all over, the timeline's all over, the people coming back left, right and centre. And she keeps getting coordinates for these Terminators from an unknown source. Who could it be, Jay? Who could it be?
Is it Schwarzenegger?
It is. So they go and meet him. And what I found really fascinating and disappointing was that Arnold in this is a Terminator that got sent back 30 years ago and killed John Connor.
Oh, good. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So,
He grew a conscience.
oh.
He got married. He raised not his own son, but his wife's son.
Yeah, did he like send away for like a metal phallic attachment?
It's not a physical relationship
Oh, okay.
because they hardly have them. They wouldn't need them.
A sex bot.
Yeah,
Would have thought they would have had that in the future.
yeah, but
You know what? They probably would need it because I suppose Terminator doesn't need to like get into a group and the inner workings. He can just like, kill everyone and get info
bulldogs, yeah.
that way.
yeah, he
So,
does need to infiltrate.
Infiltration is not the most important part.
Okay.
For
I'll be back.
Sarah Connor's obviously pissed off and killed.
Yeah.
Now, the most disappointing aspect of the entire movie for me, I heard that Ed Furlong was in it. I heard that John Connor was in it. It's not. It's a flashback, and it's got the skibbly face, the wibbly wobbly face.
Oh, the weirdo CGI.
Yeah.
Superman mustache.
Yes. It's not terrible, actually.
It's okay.
It's better than Rogue One, for example.
And what's the voice like?
No, he's just slow motion flashback.
He's a...
And so anyway, fighting ensues.
The ginger mullet, was he in it?
No,
His best
unfortunately,
mate?
no. Imagine him on the little...
He still has the same one. Although he's like a 6'5" brute.
And then the rest of the movie is your classic cat and mouse. How are we going to kill him? Chase, fight. All right. In summary, it's a good movie.
It's a fine movie. It's not awful. There are things in it that I definitely didn't like. So you liked Sarah Connor in this movie.
Yes.
I didn't like Sarah Connor in this movie.
Painful.
I felt like she was just there to say her old fucking lines and get a pop. She like rolls in and she like gadunk, fires her little bomb and is like, I'll be back, and I told you I'll be back. And you know, she gets those fucking lines in and
Hey Randy, is this one of the Terminator? Like a man in the business suit.
Year One Rosa, her backstory of like meek little girl who's then forced to go on this trek with Sarah Connor and Grace, and then in the future she somehow becomes the all-powerful leader of mankind. Not believing that.
No, I'm not buying that.
Having
one, no.
none of that. And they do kind of ham it up once or twice, like, I'm just a girl, what can I do? And they're like, but you're the girl, you're a woman.
That was another aspect I didn't like about it. The writers are probably 10 years behind. Sarah Connor has a line saying to Grace, oh, let me guess, her son becomes the next John Connor, is going to save mankind. Yeah. And they just leave it at that for the next half hour. And then at the end, when Rose is unsure of herself, Grace says, it's you. It's you. You are the savior. It's not your son. It's you. It's like, oh, big whoop. It's a woman. Like, why make a big deal of it? It's not a big deal anymore. We've got Black Widow. We've got fucking Captain Marvel. We've got Wonder Woman. It's not a big deal to be a female hero anymore.
Woman.
A woman.
Like, what is the number one rule of movie making? Show, don't tell. Like, show her being a badass. You don't have to say, hey, guys, she may be a girl, but she's a badass girl. You know? Like, it's stupid. Grace, she's a badass. She kicked ass in this movie. She looks cool, and they put her over strong. And that's how you make a badass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but movies were doing this back in the 70s with Ripley and in the early 80s with
Linda
Terminator
Hamilton.
1 and 2. Just book them strong.
You're terminated, fucker.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Out of 10?
7. Solid 7.
Oh.
I think 7's a fair number. I thought the movie was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't damage anything going forward.
No.
It's absolutely fine. You can make more movies.
Yes.
Although I don't think they're going to get the chance. I think it bombed pretty bad.
Shame.
I think it lost like 100 million-ish.
Shame. Some great action sequences as well. Some of the best I've seen in Terminator. Like the whole plane sequence. Fucking awesome.
Where does it rank in the kind of Terminators in the films?
Okay, so we got T2, T1. I'm going to say T3. I love T3.
Wow.
I love
Dark
T3.
Fate is better than T3.
Yeah?
And then Dark Fate. Then
Genesis.
probably Genesis. And then the miserable pile of bollocks that was Salvation.
People really, really hate that movie. I didn't hate it
Miserable.
quite as much.
Yeah, it's just kind of a boring action.
Yeah. And Christy Bale, who's awesome, one of the best actors of
thought
our
it would be
generation.
brilliant.
He's so bad and boring in it. So you'd have Dark Fate 3.
I go T2. T1 and Dark Fate, and then the rest doesn't matter.
That's fair.
Yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this review of Terminator Dark Rosa.
El Rosenegger.
The Rosenegger. I like it.
Oh, me meow.
Patent that shit, Steve.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to lie down and die because some machine decided it? Is that our fate? Well, fuck fate.